I think drawing hair is easy, but also difficult. There are easy aspects of it, and there are also difficult aspects of it. I only really understand easy aspects of it, so I'm gonna be talking about those in this video, since I can only really teach what I know. So, we have things to know about how the hair is placed on the head, which are the hairline, the origin point or line, and the segmentation. And things to know about the form and movement of the hair itself, or how we could simplify said form and movement, which are grouping or clumping, flow or direction, and sticking up. I'll also give some extra tips. I really couldn't do a good job categorizing these, but yeah, let's get to it. The hairline. It's pretty straightforward, it's the hairline. One thing to keep in mind is that it's not a 2D line, it's on top of the head, which is a 3D shape. The origin point or line. Parting that makes it look like the hair is originating from it. Again, could be a point or a line. It may seem like a lackluster thing to know, but it's really useful for drawing the hair from different angles. It's particularly important for short hair as well. And the segments. Parting the hair into segments like this is a good way of making sense of it. If you look at any anime or manga, you would see examples of this. Front, middle, and the back. It may be difficult to see it now, but it gets easier and easier with practice. Trust me. I'll be going over more examples on part 2 as well. Now, about the behavior of the hair. Grouping. This relates to the segmentation I've talked about as well. This also isn't necessarily a behavior of the hair, but something that we, the artists, can imagine, I guess. We can and should combine groups of hair strands with the same properties. One way to make these groups more natural is to part it every now and then. When drawing this, instead of thinking about the individual groups, think about the negative space in between them. With that, we can also talk about flow, or direction. Each group has a direction that it's going, mainly affected by gravity and just surface of the thing that they're sitting on. Like, well, the head or shoulders. They could also be affected by wind and stuff, but I can't really draw that, so I can't teach it. Sticking up. It's just curvy or wavy hair curving upwards as it ends. So, for example, for a short hair like this, all the clumps would just be sticking up. An important thing to keep in mind is to make these curves irregular. So instead of this, it should be like this. Try to go one curve, one opposite curve, and one wavy curve, while also changing their sizes slightly. This could also happen at the midway of longer hair groups as well. This happens due to the head being circular. When the hair strand has the same length, but different origin points, the ones that started earlier would end earlier and stick up. As I've mentioned, this would happen due to hair being curly or wavy. So if it's straight, it wouldn't happen. Still, try to make the endings irregular. Think of it as if you're cutting these triangles onto this boxy shape. A few more tips. The circularness. I didn't really include this on the other part, since it kinda depends on hairstyles as well. But usually, the endings of the hair has this circular horizontal flow to it. You can just keep this in mind when drawing. Also, keep perspective in mind. Say, for example, when these two groups are aligned, they're gonna be aligned in perspective as well. Headbands, ribbons, or other stuff. Headbands or some type of clips will basically turn the flow of the targeted hair towards themselves. They could also just be for cosmetics as well. Braids. The point is to think about the segments. First, find the bigger shape and flow, then carve the smaller segments into it. That's gonna be it for this video. I hope this was helpful. As usual, I'll be doing a second part where I go over some drawing and photo references to give more examples of how these things I've mentioned is applied. Be on the lookout for it. Also, if you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate if you subscribe. Anyways, thank you for watching. Have a nice day.